Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about antenna arrays. Stay tuned, let's start. Antenna array is a group of two or more antennas that are arranged in a structure to form a single antenna. There are multiple uses of this machine. For example, they can be used to cancel out the interference from a particular set of directions, or they can determine the direction of arrival of an incoming signal. There is one fundamental difference between the transmission of power in antenna arrays that makes it superior to most antennas. Since waves have a similar features as water drops, let's use the water droplet analogy to visualize and understand how this works. If we take a look at the diagram on the left, we can see that most antennas transmit the same amount of power in all directions as the wave are created from the center. However, with antenna arrays, we can cancel out transmissions that are not needed, such as the ones shown with the red arrows, and leave the ones we want as demonstrated by the green arrows. As I introduced in the previous part, antenna array mainly has two fundamental tasks, emitting and picking up signals, and now we're gonna start from the first property, transmitting waves. It works like the picture demonstrated. It has multiple simpler structured antennas, thus can achieve a more complex effect. Now we have reached step 2. Instead of a single antenna, working in an array can efficiently combine electromagnetic waves from each individual component. In the last step of this process, ripple effect is taken into account. Just like water drops fall in a pond, each wave from one antenna gets partially distracted. Hence, a narrower and stronger wave is formed. Besides, as we modify the array settings, it's possible to make the wave move in different directions. Let's look at the other property, receiving signals. Before starting this, I'll introduce a very important parameter, array factor. In general, it's a key point that separates antenna array from an antenna itself. Even though I'm not going to specify on it, but array factor, which has the spatial characteristics in the picture, comes from multiple antennas' directivity that provides an impact on the usage of phased array. Anyway, due to the influence of array factor, antenna array uses its own radiation pattern to identify the actual position of incoming signals by their arriving angles. Since the antenna has reciprocity, phased array will automatically transmit an identical wave as what it gets from. Antenna array is a very useful and life-changing device. It has the ability to move quickly from one target to another and zoom into intending directions. This is an important aspect when antenna arrays are used as radars. Another big advantage is they increase the overall gain of the device. Because the gain is proportionally related to the parameter directivity, it creates a certain radiation pattern has a higher directivity that leads to a higher gain. Along with its good qualities, antenna arrays also have some disadvantages. First, they are very expensive and complicatedly structured, which means they are not easily created. Although they do increase the overall gain, however, this causes antennas to deteriorate more often. Lastly, different than I mentioned before, antenna arrays allow changing in direction, but it's only up to 120 degrees horizontally. Once after it was invented, antenna arrays are now used in broad fields in electromagnetic industry. Especially when dealing with radio wave detection and transmission, it helps improve modern people's life standard quality. Let me give you an example. The first thing comes into your mind must be Wi-Fi. There are a lot of applications listed here. Besides common used machines such as Wi-Fi and radar, optical phased arrays control the phase of light waves transmitting or reflecting from a two-dimensional surface. And let's look at the radio frequency identification. We can just simply call it RFID. This device is a small chip, works along with an antenna array, and it has the same purpose as the barcode you see on a product when you go to grocery store every day. There are some other applications too, like smart antennas are used to receive signals from multiple transmitters at different time and from different direction. you can only have one reception. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you found this video presented helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye!